And guess what? I'm back in the car. I'm back in the car, and I'm hoping my signal is better. So somebody let me know. I'm gonna wait for somebody to hop in here and let me know. Last time that I live streamed from the car, the signal was not very good. So I'm hoping it's better now. I'm in a different location. I'm trying to check on my other device to see if it's good, but I gotta wait a second. Anywho, this stream, I'm going to be talking about solo international female travel, or any type of travel, solo or with a partner, just travel, mainly international, because I'm deciding to go international next year. I'm really excited. Only problem is I don't know where I want to go. So I wanted you guys' advice. I would love for you guys to chat with me tonight. Let's talk about it. Have any of you guys ever traveled internationally? If you have, where have you gone? Do you have any recommendations for a solo female such as myself, and where I should go? Safe places to go, fun places to go, places that I would enjoy based off my personality. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. If I have any ladies here who want to hop in and talk about their trips, solo travel trips, or trips with groups, like, let me know. But next year is going to be a big travel year for me. I definitely got to get some more traveling in. I've done a lot of domestic travel just within the United States. That's pretty easy for me at this point. So this 2023, I really want to spend some time and energy on trying to get up out of the States, trying to go see what else this world has to offer, and even challenging myself and my documenting skills, my editing skills, by going somewhere where I can gather a ton of content for you guys and bring it back home and share it. So I'm really excited about that. I know it's kind of dark in my car. I can see if I can lighten it up a little bit more. I try to keep it pretty dim in here. Is that better, y'all? I'm hoping it's better. To me, it looks like it's light, and then when I look on my device to see the video, I'm like, okay, it looks like it's kind of still dark in here, but hopefully you guys can see me better this way. Anywho, I don't know where to go, y'all. I'm turning 29 next year, and it's just not enough for me to just do the regular trip to another state and kind of jerk off for a few days and spend a bunch of money. Like, my 29th birthday, I really just want to do something special. I want to do something challenging, something that's going to make me grow, something that I can learn, something new by doing. And I've always wanted to travel international. I have traveled international before, but this time I really want to travel solo. I've never traveled international solo. So I will let you guys know the places that I have traveled. Excuse me, because I don't want to really go to the same place again. I want to go somewhere new. Cross something off my bucket list. What's up, Brother Gladly? What's up, Bunny Choi? Says, how about Jamaica? Yeah, I've never been to Jamaica. That is definitely on my bucket list. I feel like there's just so many places on my list that I would go to. So at this point is literally trying to narrow it down to which one and why. So if I were to go to Jamaica, I could get that beach, like Caribbean type vibe going. I'd probably be like eating and relaxing majority of the time. I'm not sure what other activities that I could do in Jamaica. I just imagine myself just on the beach and being lazy. So if there's other things going on in Jamaica, obviously I don't know about because I've never been there, put it in the chat. I gotta figure out where I want to go, but it's definitely going to be based off of what type of activities, how much fun I can have, wherever I'm going. So Maria Marshall says that's better. You guys can see me. Yay. I'm so happy. I was so like destroyed at the fact that I couldn't get my live stream situation correct in the car, and I had to go inside to live stream, which I don't mind. I don't mind going inside. It's actually nice going inside every now and then to live stream, but I really wanted you guys to like feel that vibe of me like being in my car at night. So here I am. I'm in the car. It's nighttime. I finished work and we're going to talk about it. So I'm glad that the stream is going much better and I have better signal. If anything starts acting up, let me know. But from what I can see, it looks like it's doing 100 times better than what it was before. So I think we got something going here. I need to readjust a little bit. Okay. Brother Gladly says link up with some YouTubers. They probably can change your life. Depends on the person you link with. I 100% agree. I love meeting new people, collaborating, spreading the love. It's just a matter of getting people together. It's hard to get people on the same schedule, especially YouTubers. Like, we are all over the place. All over the place. So I would love to go on a trip with some YouTubers, but at the same time, I'm not the type of person who's just going to go on a trip with a bunch of strangers just because they have a YouTube page. So I feel like definitely in regards to international travel, I'm better off going by myself, which is what I want to do solo, than trying to go in a group setting right now, especially if it's a group of people that I'm not that familiar with. I would love to get to know more YouTubers and plan something like that, but yeah, you gotta be careful who you travel with, y'all. You gotta be careful. Bunny Choice says you're in Tennessee now, going back to Jamaica in January. What's the weather like, I wonder, in Jamaica? Is it like super warm right now? Because I bet in Tennessee it's cold. This time of year it's pretty cold in Tennessee, so hopefully you're gonna go back to some more warm weather. So in regards to places that I've already traveled internationally, I've been to China, I've been to Mexico, and I've been to Dominican Republic. So I've only been to 3 places internationally, which is awesome. Some people haven't gone anywhere, but I really want to add so many more places to that list. Like, I want to be the type of person who's traveled damn near everywhere. I just haven't traveled international in so long that I'm having such a hard time deciding where I want to go. One of my friends told me that I should go to Australia or the United Kingdom or Canada. And out of that list of 3, the one that actually was already on my bucket list is Canada. Like, I've always wanted to go to Canada. It's just that, excuse me, again, I haven't traveled international in a while, so I kind of want this next trip to be like a big bang. And I feel like Canada is a little similar to the US. I kind of want something a little more like extravagant or exotic, I guess, for lack of better words, for my first trip back doing international travel. So Australia stuck out. I was like, ooh, Australia, like, that sounds really fun. That sounds like something that could be crazy. I could see like kangaroos. I'm really into like animals and nature and outdoor events and stuff. So I'm gonna do some more research into Australia. I definitely want to go to Canada, but I'm probably gonna put that later on down in my list. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about where I should go. We already talked about Jamaica, but I gotta know, I just feel like I want it to be a little bit more exotic. I don't know. I'm not saying Jamaica's not, but I just feel like I would be so lazy if I went to Jamaica. I want to go somewhere where I'm like seeing animals I've never seen, doing different outdoor activities and adventures I've never done, eating food I've never tried. Like, I want it to be a full-fledged like adventure. So I have to pick the right country. And not that Jamaica's not it. It's just that I'm familiar with that culture. I have friends who are Jamaican too. So it's like I want to see something like that I have not seen before. So let me know what y'all think. What's up, E. Johnson? What's up, Nomad Man? Let me know what y'all think. I'm trying to figure out where I want to go next year for my solo international trip. So if you have any suggestions, just put it in the chat. Bunny Choice says it's cold in Jamaica right now because of Christmas. That's interesting. Like, I didn't know how the seasons are over there. I just assumed a lot of Caribbean places and stuff are like always warm, but obviously that's not true. So they got a cold Christmas going on. In Atlanta right now, it's really not that cold. Like, it's more like dreary, rainy, cloudy weather, which makes me super sleepy. All I want to do is go to sleep. But yeah, I wonder if it's like comparable to the type of weather that I'm experiencing now, or if it's even more cold. Nomad Man says Costa Rica. So I don't know that much about Costa Rica. I know that it is a South American country, if I'm correct. I believe they speak Spanish. Don't quote me. Maybe I think they speak Spanish. But yeah, I need to basically do research on all these places and decide, like, okay, is this somewhere I want to go? Just off the sheer limited knowledge that I have right now, I feel like all I really know about Costa Rica is that they have a lot of like nature, like forests and stuff like that. So they probably have like a lot of fun outdoor activities. I gotta look that up. And I know they have some beaches as well. So that's probably a good option I need to look up. I think my top things that like I want when it comes to international travel is some type of outdoor nature situation, animal situation, super good food, and I don't know. Because I was going to say, like, a really good, like, culture, like, cultural background or something. But I feel like anywhere you go has that. Food, outdoors, and then some type of, like, city life activity, I guess. Just kind of to have the balance of all of that. So Costa Rica seems like it might be a place that I could get all of that in. What's up, Russ? Thank you for the super chat. Russ sent me $1.99. I appreciate you, Russ. Hopefully that $1.99 I can put towards this international trip, because I know that flight is gonna be crazy. Like, once you get past the plane ticket, then it's like, okay, I can start having fun. But I know saving up and preparing to pay for that plane ticket wherever I choose, as long as it's international, it's gonna be a little pricey. So thank you, Russ. Genuinely, Gigi says Bali, Indonesia. So that's a good one, because I actually thought about Indonesia. I was like, oh my God, if I went to Indonesia, this would be like so completely opposite of anything I've ever experienced. So it would definitely checks off like the adventure part. They definitely have a culture and a background that I'm unfamiliar with, so I could learn a lot about the people, the religion, everything there. And I know the food is balling. I know the food's got to be good. So Indonesia's definitely been on my list. I have watched a couple videos about it over there. But yeah, like I said, I want to get some more top contenders. So right now I'm thinking, you know, Indonesia and Costa Rica, those are really good ones. What's up, Sugar Daddy 1 Williams? We're talking about where I should go next year for my solo female international trip. Of course, I want to go somewhere that's like safe. I don't want to be like fearful or like, oh, I don't want to go to a country because something might happen to me. But I do want to go somewhere safe and just somewhere that's going to be an adventure and super fun, because I want to document the whole thing. If you guys don't know, basically my dream is that I want to be like a travel documenter, I guess. I want to travel to different countries, document different cultures and people, different lifestyles, alternative living in that. And then to top it all off, I want to eat food. I love food. I love trying different food from different countries. So that's like a dream for me. It's like I can travel, document, meet new people, and eat awesome food and also get paid for it. Like, that's literally my dream life. So hopefully I'll get there, starting with wherever this next country I'm going to, because I'm going to do my best to pull out all the tricks, all my editing skills for those videos. What's up, D's Nuts? I'm out here. I'm in the car again, and luckily I have semi-decent signal, so this is great. Gina Timmons asks, how do I use the bathroom if I have to go really bad? Gina, I have a parking spot, so I'm actually near someone's home. So if I have an emergency and I have to go to the bathroom, I do have access to go inside, luckily. But if I wasn't parked here, if I went somewhere else for the night, if I was hanging out or whatever, I always can use my Planet Fitness gym membership. So I keep that one. It's on auto pay. I keep it in my back pocket because if I'm near Planet Fitness, I can always go in there, use the bathroom as well as the showers, the mirrors, the sinks. I can just hang out in there for hours if I wanted to. So yeah, I'll go to Planet Fitness, or I will go inside to a bathroom. Yeah. Nomad Man, I am in Georgia. Thank you, Gina Timmons. So, y'all, I looked up a Forbes list of the top 23 places to travel in 2023. So I wanted to share that with y'all because I feel like people should know, I guess, what is being recommended as places that we should travel. I don't know if all these places are legit good places to travel, or if they will even continue to be on that list next year, or if even we should listen to Forbes. But in doing my research, I found the list and I wanted to share it with y'all to see if you guys are interested in some of these places on the list, or if any of you guys have ever traveled to some of these places. I'd be interested to know that as well. Hotel Honda says, what's the plan tonight? Hotel Honda, I am just going to be chatting it up with you guys about international travel tonight. And then for my serious subbies who are in the Discord, I'm thinking about hopping in the Discord tonight. I don't know. So if you guys want to continue the conversation, maybe talk about some other topics, we might be hopping in the Discord tonight, depending on how many people want to do it. But for now, we're just going to chat it out here. And of course, anybody watching, if you want to join our Discord, it basically is a support group or another chat room server where we have different chat rooms you can jump in and talk to different alternative lifestyle people. The link is in my channel description, so if you want to join our Discord, it's free. Just hop in there and chat with us, and we might be doing something later on tonight for those who want to continue the conversation. So that's all I'll be doing. Once I finish this live, I'll probably get some food. I'm kind of hungry. I'll find something to nibble on, but I definitely want to talk to y'all about this international stuff because I don't know, I'm just like a planning type of person. I have to plan everything out. So I'm like, I know I want to travel international next year. I have to start planning now. I have to start saving now. I have to start preparing now. And it's kind of been like really bothering me, the fact that I have not figured out what country I want to go to. So hopefully you guys can help me with that. Nomad Man says, do I like the beach? I love the beach. I think, unfortunately, I've been to so many different beaches that at this point, when I do go to the beach, it doesn't really feel like anything new, or like anything surprising. You know, it's kind of like more relaxing. When I go to the beach, I just want to relax and that's it. But it's not really anything that I haven't already seen. So I love the beach, but I want to kind of spice it up, get some new experiences. Like when one of my friends mentioned Australia, the first thing I thought about was kangaroos. I was like, I ain't never seen a kangaroo. That would be crazy, you know? And I never really thought about it, but I'm just kind of starting to try to think outside of the box about the places I want to do based off of the experiences I can have that I haven't had before, you know? What's up, Champ with Cheese? Gina Timmons says, I would love to visit California again. It's beautiful out there. Yeah, I've been to California only once, I believe, like when I was 18. I went out to visit two of my brothers who were living out there at the time. And I went to LA, and I'm more of like a suburbs kind of girl. Like I enjoy kind of a little peace and quiet, but also having access to the city like regularly. So going to LA was kind of a little intense for me, similar to going to New York. I was like, wow, there's people everywhere. But some people love that vibe, so I completely get it, and it was absolutely beautiful. My brother luckily was able to take me to drive through like the hills where all like the rich people live and stuff, and see the Hollywood sign and see all the stars and all of that. So it was quite the experience. I don't know if I would visit there anytime soon unless I was going to like visit someone, especially because I want to travel outside of the country. But I definitely agree with you that California is absolutely gorgeous, especially because it's huge. Like it's long. You can go from the north to the south of this country basically in that one state. So yeah, it's definitely worth checking out if you haven't been there already. You said you also want to get your passport to visit Africa. That's also on my list. I don't know if I have the balls to pull that off my first international trip back traveling, but Africa is definitely on the list. I want to do it right. I want to really plan it out. So I also have some friends who are African who also want to do it. So like I'm excited for that. But yeah, I definitely want to go to Africa. Champ with Cheese Wilson, I don't think I'm gonna get any new food. I have like some leftover tacos that I was eating the other day, so I'm probably just gonna eat that. Save some money, you know? But let me tell y'all about this Forbes list finally. So I'll show you guys a little bit what I'm looking at. You'll see me on the screen. So it's a Forbes list. You see my YouTube going. So this is real life right now. Forbes is telling us 23 places that are worth traveling in 2023. Whenever I see these lists, I'm always like, how did you choose these lists? You know, what qualified those 23 places to be on this list? So I'm trying to read just a little bit to see what they're saying. They said, if you're wondering where you should visit next, you need to ask a professional. What? Okay, scratch that. Forget that. They're basically saying, we're Forbes. Listen to us. This is our opinion. And they're saying, these are the best destinations to visit in 2023, according to Ovation Network's list of top leisure destinations. Okay, so this list is based off of top leisure destinations. I feel like the word leisure is similar to like relaxing or vacation or something. So I guess these are the top places to visit based off of vacation vibes. It's not based off of price necessarily. I don't think it's in order based off of price. But anywho, the first one, number one on the list is Queenstown, New Zealand. I've heard of New Zealand, never been to New Zealand, but I heard that it's a beautiful, clean country, and it's a little pricey if you want to live there, pretty safe. That's the most that I've heard about New Zealand. Let me see what they're saying here. It says that it's a relaxing destination if you prefer a slower pace. Plus, the wine is great. So I guess you can hang out, relax, drink some wine, not too fast paced. That's actually my vibe. I wouldn't mind that. New Zealand. It says they have mountain ranges. You can bungee jump. They have a lake, Wakatipu. All right. So yeah, they have like rivers. So it seems like they got a lot of like natural stuff you could do, like outdoor stuff. So that's right up my alley. I have no clue how much it would cost to go to New Zealand or a flight. I'm gonna have to look that up. But I'm less concerned about the flights and more concerned about like the exchange of these countries. I know the US dollar is doing pretty good right now, but like I definitely want to go somewhere where the exchange rate is pretty decent because I don't want to end up poor wherever I end up going. But yeah, New Zealand sounds awesome. Just gotta look up that exchange rate. What's up, 305 Dade County? Nomad says they have good butter in New Zealand and lamb. If I end up going, I'll definitely be ordering me some lamb. I love some lamb. All right, let's look at number 2 on the list. Number 2 is Marrakesh, Morocco. Okay, so I believe that's in Africa. I was watching some show. I think I was watching the show 90 Day Fiance. Was it Morocco? I think. And this girl, she was like engaged to some guy in Morocco, and it was beautiful. They had these beautiful like handmade like carpets and like I don't even know. I don't want to call them cloths because I feel like there's a better word for it, but like gowns, I guess you say. I don't know. Like just beautiful handmade like artistry. But what Forbes is saying is that why should you visit Morocco, Marrakesh to be specific, Marrakesh, Morocco? It says it's one of the leading locations for handcrafted wares. See, I should have read this before I started running my mouth because then I would have known not to call it a cloth. It's handcrafted wares, tiles, pottery, woodcraft, hand-beaten metals, leather, and glass. So like in Morocco, they have such beautiful artistry. Like it's already up there on my list because I love walking through like markets and shopping and seeing handmade like crafted things. Oh my God, I love it. I'd rather support my money to somebody who's making like handcrafted things than just like pumping it back into the economy through like factory made small gadgets and things. I'm like, the time and effort that these people put into making this stuff is just amazing. And I'm just going based off of what I saw on TV. Like I've never even been there, but Morocco definitely sounds like an awesome place to go. It says if you enjoy mixing history with unique cuisine, this is a good place to go. If you want to find handmade items for your home. Okay, so yeah, that's a good one. I think it checks it off. The one thing I'm not sure about Morocco is how much nature activity stuff I would be doing. Am I just gonna be like hot? Is it like the desert? Like, you know, like I would probably need to look a little bit more into that. But in regards to the food and the handcrafted like artistry stuff, and the history, it seems like definitely a good option. I can see why they put Morocco on this list. So I'm definitely going to keep that one in mind because I completely forgot about their markets. Just gorgeous. Adrian Giletti. I hope I said that correctly. I've been to New York. I think I've been there like twice. So I've been to New York before. But as I mentioned earlier in this video, I'm not really that big of a city girl. I'm more of a suburbs girl. So I know New York has some suburbs like up North State and everything like that. But it's just not really been on my top list of places to go at the moment. But we are talking about international travel, at least out of the US. So yeah, I've already been in New York. I want to go somewhere new out of the country that I have not been already. Yeah, Gina, you got to definitely check that exchange rate before you plan a trip, because you never know. You might have a rude awakening going to a country where you realize, like, you don't have enough money, you know, or you didn't really do your research before you went, and maybe you could have saved more money. So, good point. What's up, Iceberg Slim? What's up, Emmett Cottrell Jr.? Thanks for joining us. Frank R. Michael said, why you didn't come to Michigan? I definitely want to go to Michigan. That's on my list of places to visit. I just haven't got around to it yet, love. But I'll be visiting Michigan soon at some point in my life. Adrian says, why don't you go to the Caribbean, St. Lucia? I had a friend who was from St. Lucia back in high school. In regards to the Caribbean, I don't know. I guess it really just hasn't really been high on my bucket list of places to go. I definitely want to, especially somebody was saying in the chat earlier, I definitely want to go to like Jamaica. I don't know. I'm like, there's just so many places to go and visit. I just hadn't really considered St. Lucia. But I think in regards to going international, I want to go somewhere a little bit farther. So I'm kind of trying to shoot out even farther. The last place we talked about was Morocco. So let's see what else they got on this Forbes list, because that was just number 2. What's up, Spook? Okay, so the third one on their list is actually in the US. So I'll mention it, but I'm not considering it in regards to international travel, obviously, because it's in the US. But it's Big Sky, Montana. And I've always actually been thinking about coming here ever since I've been watching one of my favorite YouTubers, Timothy Ward. He lived in Montana, I believe, and actually may have worked there for a while. So when he was posting content and showing how beautiful it was there, I was like, oh, snaps. Like, why haven't I gone to Montana? Like, people are sleeping on Montana. And I think it's because Montana wants you to sleep on Montana. Montana doesn't want you in Montana. Montana is good by itself. Montana people are like, we're good. We don't need you over here. But it's on the list, Big Sky, Montana, and that's definitely on my bucket list of places to go domestically. But let's keep the list moving in regards to international places. So the next place they have is Alentejo, Portugal. So what I know about Portugal so far is that Portugal is in Central America, I believe. I feel like, is it? I might be freaking wrong. It might be in South America. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of Panama, actually. I think Panama is in Central America. Anyway, don't quote me. But they're saying Portugal is located between Lisbon and Algarve. It's a farm region, and it's home to a lot of vineyards and olive groves with a rich local culture. A lot of families have converted their farms into hotels. Okay, so they're trying to promote tourism. Couples, families, foodies, anyone who wants to experience the Napa, Tuscany, wine valley type vibe, they're saying you should go to Portugal. All right, I gotta check out Portugal. I really do feel like I would fit right in, especially on a solo female travel. A place that's more like chill vibe, because I'm gonna be by myself. Somewhere where I can sip on some wine, that would definitely be like, that would be nice. Somewhere I can have a nice Airbnb or a villa, eat some really interesting different food. So Portugal, I don't know, that sounds like a winner right now. Morocco sounds fun, but it seems a little intense. And what was the other one? New Zealand sounds amazing, but it might be super expensive. So in regards to this whole list, I feel like Portugal is sounding really nice right now. But let's keep moving. I'm not going to stop there. Okay. The next one is, I don't know, I may not be able to say this. Svalbard, Norway. So I don't think I know that much about Norway, other than like I think it might get cold over there or something. But my birthday's in the spring when I plan on doing this, so that's probably not gonna be a big deal. They're saying that people should go to Norway in 2023. They're saying because it's Norwegian Arctic Svalbard. I don't know if I can go somewhere where I can't even read or pronounce anything, so that would be very difficult, but let's see what they're talking about for Norway. It remains one of the last undeveloped places on Earth. So that's super cool, checking off like the nature stuff. I'm sure they have beautiful scenery because people ain't been messing with it, you know? Wildlife encounters are the highlight of visiting this wonderland. Okay. Ooh, they say you can see walruses, Arctic foxes, seals, reindeer, and polar bears. What the? I would go to Norway just for that. Like, I love animals. Like, people who know me know I love animals. You mean to tell me if I figure out how to get my little black ass over to Norway, I can see reindeer, seals, and polar bears? Like, get out of here. Get out of here. That would be, like, amazing. And I can wear, like, a cute winter coat. I don't know. Will I be able to see that in the spring, though? That's a good question. I'm going to have to do some research on, like, what are the different seasons like. But I'm sure they have some amazing animals out there no matter what time of year it is. Basically, they're saying if you're a wildlife lover, you should go here. They haven't mentioned much about the food or activities other than, like, outdoor stuff. So that would be something I may need to consider, do some more research about. What would I be doing if I'm there other than, like, trying to scout wildlife? Because food is very important to me. So, yeah, but that sounds awesome. I never knew that Norway had such wildlife. So that's pretty cool. What are y'all talking about in the chat? Let's see. What's up, Almighty G? What's up, Timothy? What's up, Reginald? I'm doing good, Reginald. I'm hanging out with y'all, trying to figure out where I want to travel to next, so I'm all right. Blackfish86 says, what you know about that bumblebee tuna? I like me some tuna. I enjoy me some tuna. Aunt Martin says, have you ever tried to partner up with someone who was interested in van life as well, for safety purposes as well as companionship? I haven't really partnered up with anybody. I have met other people who live like car life, but I haven't necessarily like partnered up with anyone for any reason at that point. I would be open to it. I just haven't done it. And I do have some friends who don't live car life, and they're very supportive of me, so I'm thankful for that. But I always try to be as supportive as I can to other car lifers, because I know it's hard out here, especially if you don't have the circumstances like a permanent parking spot or, you know, someone who gives you access to their home. So yeah, I haven't really tried that, Aunt Martin, but I would be open to it. In the future, I actually want to buy land and start a community where car lifers, van lifers can come and park and feel safe, and also have community companionship. So it's on my bucket list of things to do. I think it's something I'm going to do like further down the line in my life. Thank you, Timothy. I appreciate it. I mean, Aunt Martin, say less. I mean, I wouldn't even be living this lifestyle if I didn't. Just to be honest. So, let's talk about the next one on the list. This one has always been on my bucket list. I'm not gonna lie. Japan. Specifically, they have Naoshima, Japan. I used to want to go to like Osaka, Japan. I think that's what it's called. If you've seen the movie Kill Bill, which is one of my favorite movies, there's a scene where the main character goes to Japan to have like a samurai sword, a katana, made by this guy who swore he would never make swords again. But anyway, I believe she went to Osaka, Japan, and when I saw that movie, I was like, it's so beautiful here. And I always kind of had that on my bucket list of places that I wanted to visit. I've never heard of Naoshima, Japan, but they are saying that it's a calmer, community-based experience, not like Kyoto or Tokyo. So I think it's less like city and more like calm, tranquil. I believe they have some sea, like they have like ocean around it, so there's some water. Let me see. It's a perfect environment for relaxation and openness for creativity, and they have a lot of art experiences. It says if you love Japanese architecture, for couples, students, artists, these are the type of people who would want to visit this area. So from the picture I'm seeing, it just looks like a beautiful island, like beach area, but I just believe the vibe is very much different from the typical like city life or Tokyo image that we have of what Japan looks like. So I guess they're saying if you want to have like a relaxing vacation in Japan, you should go to Naoshima. So I don't know, y'all might need to check it out. I've never heard of Naoshima, but now I have. Thank you, Forbes. Thank you, Nade the Nicest, for the super chat. I appreciate it. I love when you guys help out. I really do. I don't typically ask for super chats, but whenever someone sends me one, I really appreciate it. It's helping me grow my page, grow my channel. And heck, it might even help me go international next year. So, love you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks, love. Let me know where you think I should go international next year. Was it Okinawa? Okay, Aunt Martin says, Okinawa, Japan was fun. I spent time there in the military. It's different. Yeah, like I want some really different experience for this next trip. Like I want it to be something like, blows my mind, never experienced it before, just something completely different. So, I mean, Japan's definitely up there. I know a little bit about their culture. I do admire it. And I'm like, it's definitely much different from America. So I would love to go to Japan. Just not sure what city, you know, but they're saying Naoshima is a very relaxing place to go. So, hey, maybe it's worth checking out. It might even be cheaper to go there than to go to like a bigger city. So who knows? This next one, I kind of expected it. This one's also been on my list of places that I wanted to go. It's Greece, specifically Paros, Greece. It says that you should visit here because it's famous for that whole landscape of the whole buildings right up along the water, with private chapels, fertile valleys, golden coast. It's luxury. You get that Greek traditional luxury vibe. So people who are looking for an alternative to the more crowded Greek islands of Mykonos and Santorini, they say that you should try Paros, Greece. So you can get out of that kind of like touristy vibe. You want it to be less busy. They're saying try Paros. So yeah, I know there's a lot of places that I've been seeing people have been traveling to this past year, and I'm like, I don't want to just keep going to all the same places. Like, we gotta check out some other cities. There's like some super cool cities that we don't even check out because most people, when they travel, they go to like the main big name cities. So I definitely want to be more mindful about like, oh, I could go to a beautiful country like Greece, and instead of going to like the capital or somewhere that's super touristy, why don't I pick a city that's more like the vibe of like the locals? I'll probably save money and really get more of like the feel of what it would be like to live in that country, other than just them trying to shove deals and promotions down your throat when you're a traveler. Buy this, go here, do that, do this. I'm like, I want to go and see how it feels to actually live there. Like, if I lived in this country, how would I feel? That's like what I want when I travel. It also says that they have some awesome fishing locations in Greece. I do enjoy fishing. I learned how to fish. Yeah, gotta keep that one in mind. Greece is so beautiful. Not to mention all the different movies and shows that were based off of like Greece, and just all the beautiful scenes that make you want to go there and just like see it for yourself. So yeah, I just want to go everywhere. Like, it kind of sucks that I have to pick one place at a time. I wish I could just go everywhere and not have to pick any one place. The next one says the British Virgin Islands, Virginia Gorda. It says it's in the Caribbean, and it's one of the best kept secrets. I've never heard of Virgin Gorda. I have heard of the British Virgin Islands, but I've never heard of this specific place. It says that you need to explore this island by boat. So if I really want to be about that water, beach, boat life, I guess the Caribbean, obviously, like Jamaica, St. Lucia, any of those places will be great places to go probably. It says it's popular for people who want to like snorkel and like beach bums. It literally says beach bums. So I feel like if you just want to like go hang out on the beach, go to the Caribbean and hang out. I kind of want to see some animals, do some hiking, like do something different. Like, I don't know. Like, I love the Caribbean, but I just don't think that's the trip that I need to go on right now. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, if y'all were watching, one of my friends said that I should go to Australia, and it stuck out to me because I was like, I haven't even really considered that, but Australia is an awesome place. And I know a lot of nomad people, or like van life people, car life people, live in Australia. I've watched a lot of videos on YouTube of different people who live in Australia and live a similar lifestyle to me. So I guess it would be kind of interesting to go there and kind of like see it for myself. But Forbes is saying that Perth, Western Australia, is a golden place to go in 2023. Sorry, y'all, I'm a little stuffed up. It says that it's been overlooked, Perth, Australia, because it's remote. So it's probably a little more difficult to get there. But it has a laid-back vibe, and the life is centered around the water. The Swan River and the Indian Ocean. So people are sailing, surfing, there's awesome architecture, and there's great food and wine. So this place also has a lot of cool vineyards, and a lot of awesome restaurants. So if you're like a foodie and you're like a beach bum surfer person, then it's saying Australia is a great place to go. So I mean, it does check off two things off my list. It has the food, it has like the water. I'm sure Australia has some interesting animals. So it's definitely on the top of the list of places to go in regards to just kind of checking off the list of like everything. Like, I'm sure you can see the city. I'm sure you can have more of a local vibe. I'm sure there's different food, there's water, there's animals. So yeah, Australia is definitely up there on the list. Have no clue how much it costs to fly to Australia, but I'm definitely gonna be looking up some ticket prices soon here, just to kind of even like map it out. Like, okay, which one of these are even in my budget? But yeah, Australia, I don't know, y'all. So many good options. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, Blackfist86 said save up and move to Brazil. I don't know if I'm ready to move out of the US or if I'm ever going to. But I may have to address that some other day. But yeah, I don't think I'm ready to leave my country yet, but I definitely go visit. Brazil sounds like an awesome place to visit. I don't know if I can compete with all these Brazilian butt lifts, but I will go visit. I heard they got some really good food too. $40 boom, you're out of here, buddy. Okay. Al Max says, I want to go to Athens, Greece. Me too. I was just talking about how like I would love to go to Greece, and maybe sometimes we need to consider like other cities instead of like the typical ones like Athens and stuff like that. You might get better pricing or like different vibes. So I definitely want to go to Greece. Not sure if Athens will be the first place I go. Aunt Martin said, go to Hong Kong, China, or the Philippines. Brazil is nice to try, or Alaska. So I've been to Beijing, China in 2010. So I'm not going to go to China right now. I definitely want to go back to China, but this next trip, I want it to be somewhere completely different. I would consider like Korea or Japan or some other like Southeast Asian country, but I'm not going to go to China right now. The Philippines and Brazil. I need to do a little bit more research on the Philippines. Brazil is awesome. I've thought about going there, but I don't think I want to go there next. And then Alaska, love it, on my bucket list, but that is domestic for me, so I'm talking about going somewhere out of the country. Let me see. Aunt Martin said, you've been to Australia, but they're racist as hell there. You were in Brisbane and Perth and Sydney. So were they like mean to you? Did you feel disrespected? Are you black? I think you look black. Do you think they would be mean to me? Or like, what would you need to look out for? Because when people say that, like, oh, people are racist and this and that, I'm like, I'm American. I'm from the most racist country you can live in. So I'm like, it doesn't really scare me to hear that other people may not like me, because I live in a country where I was born knowing that people aren't going to like me just because I'm black. So yeah, let me know, like, what's going on in Australia. I know that a lot of places are like colorist, where it's like, oh, if you're darker skinned, you're like a lower, they think you're lower in like hierarchy of society or something like that. But honestly, that's how it is damn near everywhere you go. I don't even know if we can honestly say that it's anything particular to Australia. If you're saying that is worse than what you would experience in America, definitely let me know, because I would love to know that. Blackfish86 says, I don't want to live in any of them European countries, but you visit though. I feel you on that. I haven't been to any European countries. I definitely want to go. But again, I don't know if any country is worth me leaving my country. I would have to do a lot of traveling and a lot of research to determine like if I want to just up and move to another country, because this is my home. This is what I know. And it's almost like I know the problems I deal with in America. If I move to another country, you may have problems that you never even thought about. So it's almost like deal with the devil you know. But if I were to consider moving somewhere else, it would definitely have to be somewhere that I visited a few times. So I got to get traveling. The true American Indian said, LOL, why did you put him out? That was so funny. I just have a zero tolerance, period, for anything that I don't like. That's just like kind of how I am, especially when it comes to YouTube. It's been working for me so far. I'm like, if I don't like what you're saying, you can just leave. You can just leave. I look at my YouTube almost like I'm bringing you guys into my life. Like I'm bringing you into my car, my bedroom, my home, whatever. I'm like, don't come over here bossing me around and telling me stuff to do. Don't come into my chat when we're talking about international travel and say, go get an apartment. Like, that's not even what we're talking about right now. You know, sometimes these people are like trolls or bots. So I pretty much just get them out of there. Like, bye. No one needs you. Especially if you can't even be bothered to put a profile picture, but you're going to tell me what I should do. Don't play me, play yourself. He played himself. Now he up out of here. And if anybody wants to join him, feel free. I will boot people out so fast, I do not care. But I'm sweet though. Like, I'm one of the sweetest people you will ever meet. But I think it's because I have zero tolerance for that type of stuff. I'm like, I'm not going to even allow somebody to get me upset. He just had to go. Somebody had to go. Like Kevin Hart said, somebody had to go. And it was him. Just Stay Fly said, Belize. I think my cousin just went to Belize earlier this year. Yeah, I think my cousin went to Belize. It was somewhere with a B, and they were like swimming in the beach and in the water and snorkeling and staying at a villa. Like, it was super beautiful. I'm gonna have to look that one up. What's up, Follow Keys Tracks? Girl, you missed it. I had to kick somebody up out of here earlier. It wasn't even a big deal, but that's why I might need to have a moderator eventually, y'all. Aunt Martin said, remember, Australia has black people than the Aboriginals, and they treat them really bad. So just be prepared for that. I mean, that's really good to know. I think it would definitely hurt my feelings or make me sad or like put a damper on my trip if I saw people being discriminated or treated badly. I'm like, I'm not paying money to go on a vacation to go see people treated badly. So I'll definitely have to take that into consideration in regards to where I pick. But, you know, I do know that everywhere you go, there's some group of people who are oppressed to a certain extent, and doing your research and knowing where you're going is definitely going to help determine, like, if I'm willing to deal with this right now, like, can I deal with the fact that I might see people being treated badly? Yeah, I'm not sure. What's up, Caleb49? Timothy, aka T-Real, said, run your channel and life how you want. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Some people on YouTube, for whatever reason, feel like because someone is posting content to YouTube, they're doing it because they're asking for your opinion. And I can 100% tell you I'm not. So because I post about me living in my car or my journey or my travels, I'm not doing that because I want somebody to hop in the chat and say, you need to do this, you need to do that, you should be doing that. Like, I'm not really doing, I'm just sharing my journey. I think everybody has a journey to share. And it really does kind of irk me a little bit when people do that. And like, the only thing that I can think is that maybe it's a bot. You know? I'm like, these people never really have any substance. They never really like subscribe or really watch the content. They kind of just jump in and say something weird. I'm like, at this point, I'm just going to tell myself that it's not even a real person, and it makes it easier for me to just like kick them out. But yeah, I'm like, you got to do what you want to do, live your life how you want to live it, and honestly, just be unapologetic about it. Just be unapologetic. I unapologetically have no tolerance for the nonsense. Hey, Nayla Nisus. She said, exactly, positive energy only over here. Yes, that's what I want. That's what I will keep. I will defend my platform to keep it that way. I don't need anybody in the chat causing problems. The true American Indian said, LOL, I peeped that about you day one, so I think first. Yeah, I kind of, I don't know, like, you get like two sides to me. I'm like, either you love me and you think I'm super sweet and nice, or you're like concerned that you may get on my bad side. Like, that's pretty much all it is. And it's like, I'm a forgiving person, I'm a loving person, I'm a loyal person, but I also have worked very hard to get where I am in my life, and like mentally, physically, spiritually, all that stuff, that you have to protect your energy, guys. Like, for real. For anybody watching, like, protect your energy. Like, if there are people who are trying to push negativity into your life, speak negatively into your life, you don't have to deal with it. Like, there's some people that you may have to deal with. Like, let's say if you live with somebody or a spouse or a parent or a child, like, there's certain people in your life that maybe you have to deal with their opinion. And then there's just like a huge like percentage of people that like it really just doesn't matter. So I feel like all of us out here, it's like you gotta protect yourself, and like I'm just no nonsense with it now because I know how far I've come and it's worth protecting. I'm not gonna get on here and let somebody destroy my platform or make me act out of character. So that's all you can do. You just have to have zero tolerance for it. Let's see. Let's see. Timothy, aka T-Real, says, I feel you not looking for permission, cosigns, or fake love. Guard your heart, your dreams, and everything in between. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate it. But yeah, I did want to do a couple more on this list, y'all. I don't know if I'm going to get through all 23. That's a long list. But the next one they got on the list after Australia is France, specifically Provence. They're saying that it's beautiful. Of course, they have the whole valleys and the wine and all that stuff for the foodies. I don't know. France seems like an expensive place to go. I need to look up the exchange rate again, all that stuff. But all these European countries, I'm like, how much money is this going to cost me? I'm like, I need to make a little bit more money before I go over to Europe. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe it's not that expensive. I just need to do like more research. Okay, this next place, I don't even know. Is it Turkey? I think it's Turkey. Y'all tell me what that says. Does that say Turkey? It's like a whole different language right now. I don't even know what's going on. I think it's Turkey. And it looks gorgeous. It said it has some of the world's most ancient sites, the finest resorts on the beach, and it's in the Mediterranean region. And we all know I love me some Mediterranean food. It says it's an alternative to the Greek islands, and it's less expensive. So I guess if you wanted to go to like Greece and the islands and you're like, it's a little too pricey, you could go to Turkey and have like a similar experience. So I'm thinking about that. Turkey. Sounds like a fun place to go. It says if you're looking for warm weather, and you don't want to break the bank, this is a great place to go. So, I don't know, y'all. I'm trying to think. Like, out of all the ones that I mentioned so far, if I had to pick a top 3, I would say... I would say probably Turkey, Portugal. What was that other one, huh? And Japan. I feel like those are all on the top right now. Just based off of the research we've been doing tonight. Turkey sounds absolutely amazing. Portugal sounds beautiful and has the vineyards. And Japan, I mean, who doesn't want to go to Japan? Let's be honest. Always wanted to go to Japan. It's like the more I go down this list, I'm like, I thought this live stream was going to help me figure out where I want to go. I feel like this is making it more difficult, actually. Like, the more that I'm reading other places, I'm like, yo. I think what I need to do is do some more research. Do some research on exchange rates, flight prices. Maybe do a little research on Airbnb. See if they got any villas or things like that. What those prices are looking like. And then narrow it down to like maybe a top 4. Maybe a top 4. And maybe I'll have you guys help me. Maybe I could put it in my YouTube community section. You guys can help me vote on where you think I should go. But I got to get it narrowed down because right now I'm like, this list is way too long. And we stopped at Turkey. Like, it continues. It goes to Italy, Spain, Switzerland, France, Cambodia. Oh my God. Oh my God, Cambodia. Hold on, let me read this one, y'all. Temples. Backpackers go here. They have party pass, hip hotels, wining and dining, spas, shopping, local tours, cultural scenes. They even have a circus. It says if you're into history or a nature lover, this is a destination that you can explore on your own or as a couple. I've always wanted to go to Southeast Asia. That was kind of like the first place I wanted to go, was some country in Southeast Asia. Is Cambodia in Southeast Asia? It's somewhere over there, I think. But backpackers. There's a lot of backpackers who go to like Southeast Asia and places like that. And you can kind of like hop to different countries. So I've been considering that too. I'm like, what if I go to a country that's close enough to other countries so that I can kind of bounce to a couple countries before I come back home to the US? I mean, that would be like the best way to do it to save time, instead of like fly to a country, go home. Fly to a country, go home. I'm like, fly to a country, bounce to like 3 other countries, and then go home. So I don't know. I just know Southeast Asia is like one of the best places to do that, or in Europe. But obviously, like I was saying earlier, Europe is, the pricing that it's going to cost to bounce around Europe is way different than the price that's going to cost to bounce around Southeast Asia. So I don't know. I got a lot to consider, y'all. I got a lot to think about. Rich Girl said, hello, beautiful. What are the do's and don'ts about living in your car? I could probably make a video about that. That's a good one. I could give you a few off the top of my head. I would say do make sure that you have window tints or window coverings, because like how I'm sitting in my car right now live streaming with you guys, it would be really awkward if somebody was walking up to my car or looking at my window. So do make sure you have your window coverings. Do make sure that you have somewhere that you can lay down completely flat, or at least stretch your body out inside the car. It's very important that you are able to lay down. I have slept in the car just like this, in the seat, sitting up almost like airplane style. Even though these seats go back really far, it does get very uncomfortable after a while with your legs not being elevated. So if you could build some type of bed platform, or just create some type of area that you could stretch out in your car, that's a definite do. And I will give you 2 don'ts. Sorry, my eye's itching. A don't. Don't give away your location. I'm sorry, I can't think of a better one now. But yeah, don't give away your location. Be smart. Give your location to somebody close to you. Let people know who you are. But other than that, like, don't really share your, direct location with anybody. That's just being safe, because as you are in a car, you just want to take that extra precaution. And I would say don't keep it to yourself. Like, if you plan on living in your car, or if you're already living in your car, join the community. We have a Discord. Like, reach out to people. There are people who can help you. There's so many resources. I feel like one of the biggest mistakes you can do living this lifestyle is trying to keep it to yourself, because you're going to make it 10 times harder on you. There's so many videos. There's so many people out here living this lifestyle that you can have just a wealth of information if you just put yourself out there and share yourself a little bit. So I hope that helped. It's probably something I can make a video on if I kind of like take my time and kind of like write down all the do's and don'ts I can think of. But yeah, that's what I got for you so far. I hope that helped. Nay, you said I should do a poll. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do a poll. I'm gonna narrow it down, and then I'm gonna do a poll, and then y'all can tell me what y'all think, because I gotta get it figured out. I gotta figure out how much I need to save, so it's better sooner than later. So I'm definitely going to do some research and get back to y'all in the community tab with a poll. I'll probably chat with some of y'all in the Discord too. We do have a chat room in the Discord called Solo Female Travel. That's where I'm going to be chatting at in regards to this topic. So if y'all do think of anywhere else and you are in the Discord, you can throw it in there as well. The true American Indian. You said you've been to Cambodia 2 times. How was it? Did you absolutely love it? Is the food amazing? Do you think I would fit in? Do you think I would have fun? I mean, okay, forget the fit in. Who cares if I fit in? I'll probably stick out anywhere I go. But, like, do you think I will have a blast? Do you think it'd be good content? Would you guys love to see Bria-maine in Cambodia? Like, where do y'all want to see Bria-maine? Where could you guys see me? I feel like I could see myself in Cambodia. I also feel like I could see myself in Turkey, though. So, I don't know. Like, it's hard. You said, okay, the true American Indian said it's a lot of rats in Cambodia and the people try to beat you out of money. Do you mean physically beat you, or they just try to, like, bargain with you? Because when I was in China, I learned that really quick. I'm like, it's not the same as America, like the way that people buy things. So don't even get into a bargaining situation with somebody. If you're not ready to actually purchase the item, don't even bother asking about it. Because once you ask about it, you cross the threshold of, now I can start and try and, kind of try to get the money out of you whether you want it or not. And it's not really a situation where you can kind of say no, because if you say no, then they kind of get annoyed. That's how it was in China. Like, I got, like, cursed out because I was, like, shopping, looking at a product, asking about the product, and then at the end of it, I was like, I don't want it. It's not good enough. And the lady was pissed. She's like, why are you even asking me about this if you don't want to buy it? So I felt like, okay, I'm just going to be prepared to buy something before I even, like, bother anyone about it, especially when you don't know the language that good. I don't know if it's kind of like that, but I mean, I could get over that. Like, people trying to badger me, I'll just be like, no, leave me alone. I'm poor. I live in my car. Like, I'll figure out how to say I live in my car in whatever language, whatever country I'm going to, and tell them that. I think that is universal. You tell someone you live in your car, they're like, okay, well, maybe she ain't got no money. Maybe she ain't got no money. Amp Martin says, do you work other than YouTube, like Uber or something? I'm new to the channel. I don't know if you spoke on this already. I have a 9-to-5 job, Amp. So I have a 9-to-5 work from home job. I have a regular person job, boring job. But luckily me, you know, it pays the bills. I've been able to try and start stacking some money and save some money. But I do have friends who work like Uber Eats jobs, Instacart. I have friends who bartend. So I know a lot of people who work different industries, but with me working 9-to-5 and working on the computer all the time, it's been more convenient for me living out of my car to just be parked. I used to drive around and travel around a lot, but with my job, I realized I was like, okay, I kind of need somewhere to just be stable, parked, and possibly even have a Wi-Fi signal. So living in my car, I've decided the best option for me was to be parked like in a driveway type setting. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm able to make my money working on my computer, working from home, working out of the car. And I also have my YouTube on the side. So my YouTube really is just like a side gig. I started it more so because I really just wanted to create a community and connect with some people who were living alternative lifestyles or similar lifestyle to me. My page started to do really well, and so now I'm dedicated to continuing the growth of my page. But it's definitely a side hustle. I wouldn't say, at least at this moment, that I'm making enough money off of YouTube to survive. So I'm definitely depending on my 9-to-5 job. And yeah, let me know if you got any other questions. What's up, Lyrical Lee? So y'all, I'm going to read a couple more on this list because I'm just interested to know. I'm not going to read all the details. But they said Malta. Valletta, Malta. I don't have a clue where that is, but it looks like somewhere near Greece. It definitely looks like somewhere that might be in Greece or near it. Y'all see that architecture? I have no clue where that is. This Forbes list is crazy. I'm like, they're literally naming places I've never heard of. And maybe that's the point. They're like, y'all sleeping. Y'all are sleeping on these places. Y'all need to check them out. It's saying that it's a destination for people interested in rich history, culture, great food, and hot climate. So where is it? It says it's in the Mediterranean. So yeah, probably somewhere near Greece. It says India, Shimla, India. Crowned the Queen of the Hills. It looks like it snows in this part of India. It's like a very hilly, slopey environment where it snows. I guess depending on what time of year you go there. And they said it's for architecture nerds. So probably similar like Greece, where they have like those buildings on the side. And the beautiful architecture. It's like that, but in India. Yeah, it seems like a slow-paced place. All right, they said Lake Louise, Canada. I'm definitely going to Canada, y'all. I love Canada. But again, not sure if I want it to be my first trip going back traveling because it's so close to the U.S. I kind of want to push my limits a little bit more. Canada has all the outdoor activities you want to do. Whatever outdoor activity you want to do, they got it. Food, question mark. I don't know. I don't know what type of food I would be eating in Canada. And they definitely got some nature animals and all that stuff. So Canada's a good option. I can't pronounce any of this stuff. Coca Canyon, Peru. Peru. Did we say Peru earlier? I don't know if I said that one earlier. That one is, I think, in South America or something like that. It says this is more adventurous for like travelers and adventure seekers. Got some nature stuff going on. Colombia. I know some about Colombia. A beautiful place. Their architecture is quite interesting to me as well. Well, yeah. Qatar. I don't really know if I'm interested in going to Qatar. I'm just not. I know a lot of people are, but I'm just not really interested. California is on here. Paso Robles, California. Never heard of it. But it looks like a place where they have a lot of like vineyards and like wineries and stuff. Not surprised. Let me see. I think that was the end of their list. I think I pretty much went past all of them. I skipped over a few of them. That Cambodian one threw me off. I got stuck on that. Switzerland, that's a good one. Spain. Yeah, I think we pretty much went over all of them. But yeah, y'all, I gotta make a list. I gotta narrow it down. There's so many amazing international places that you can go. Being a solo female, I definitely want to pick somewhere safe, but overall I want to pick somewhere that's going to be a really fun adventure. So I'm gonna narrow down this list, do a little more research, and I'll definitely get to you guys in the poll section so you can vote and let me know what you guys think. Where would you guys love to see Bria-maine visit internationally? So that's gonna be super fun. I'm gonna go through a few more chats and then I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. I've been on here like an hour 15 minutes already, and I need to pee actually, so it's about that time. Let me see. Rick Sanchez said New Orleans or Texas, where it's at, little mama. I've been to New Orleans and I've been to Texas, but I've only been to Corpus Christi, Texas, so I'm interested in going to some of the bigger cities in Texas. I will definitely be doing that on some of my domestic travel, but I got to figure out where I want to go internationally, so. Lyrical Lee says, I definitely need my passport. Yes, I actually have to renew my passport. I got my passport back in 2010, and I think it only lasted for like 10 years. So it is expired, obviously, and I need to renew my passport. So that's what I'm working on for the end of this year, trying to prepare myself for next year so that I already have it so that I can book this trip. Aunt Martin, oh, you sent me $20. Thank you so much, love. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate you joining the community. I know you say you're new to my channel, but I hope to see you a lot more in the chats with us and hanging out. Definitely download Discord if you want to have more personal conversations after the video. But thank you. That's so sweet. I really appreciate you sending me $20. That's so sweet. I hope you have a good night. And I'm definitely going to get me something to eat with that $20. Who knows? I might have to order something. Thank you. Oh, I just realized you said, how do you send a super chat? I don't know. I think I never really even sent a super chat before. I'm pretty sure it's that little money sign at the bottom of the thing. But thank you so much. That was so sweet. I don't get that many super chats, so I appreciate it when I get one. Y'all are super nice. Kevin Wardlaw said, come to Michigan, sweetheart. You're like the second or third person telling me to come to Michigan. It's definitely on my bucket list. I will see y'all and let y'all know when I get there. Lyrical Lee says, go to DR. I've already been to DR. I went to DR for my 25th birthday. Not gonna lie, wasn't my favorite experience. Only reason being is because they have a lot of serious colorism issues over there. And my best friend is a beautiful, dark-skinned black man. I don't play them games. So he went with me, and ironically, one of my other close friends, which was a white girl, she went with me. And so you have like white, light brown, chocolate. Like, it was just a weird experience. It's like no one could understand why all of us were together. And it was a beautiful country, amazing food. I had a great time, but in regards to the colorism, it was a slight turnoff. So yeah, I've already been there. Not really planning on going back, but thanks for the consideration and the suggestion. Okay, Aunt Martin, you said, how do you join the Discord? So I'm about to put a link in the chat. If you go to this link, it'll pretty much make you download the Discord app if you don't already have it. And then once you download the app, you can pretty much just create your account, and then you can join the Discord group. So the link will take you right to the group chat. Let me see. I'm about to put it in there for you. Let me know if y'all get it. So yeah, that's the link to the Discord. When you click on it, it should pop up like Breeski's inviting you to Bria-maine or something like that. And just, you know, download the app and join us. And in the Discord, like, I respond to the Discord regularly. I know on YouTube it's kind of hard to continue the conversation sometimes in the chat room when you're not live, or like when I'm not physically like going through and checking the chats. But in the Discord, you can send me a message. I'll get a notification. I'll respond like any time of night pretty much. Like if I'm up, I'll respond. We have conversations and we have different rooms in there. And I can always add another room if there's a topic that somebody wants to talk about that's not in there. So I encourage everybody, especially if you're a subscriber to me, to join our Discord. We definitely get a little more close and personal there, where I can talk to you guys more like personally and like at you specifically, and just talk to you on a regular day basis, answer any questions. It's kind of like a family like environment. So yeah, that's the link, y'all. On that note, I think that's a good place to stop. Y'all join the Discord. I love you all. Thank you for spending tonight hanging out with me and talking to me about international travel. Can't wait to figure out where I'm going and share that with y'all. But in the meantime, I'm going to get something to eat and take my butt to bed. And I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. To all the orange hearts, peace.